you, Mary, and good morning to everyone. I'm delighted to be here, and I've had the pleasure of meeting some of you already this morning. I think I've met our youngest seller who's with us today. He's only 9 months old, so massive respect for her for being an entrepreneurial woman at a young age. So I'm Eve Williams. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for eBay UK, and I have the pleasure today of talking to you a little bit about our strategy of how we bring more buyers to the platform, which essentially means how we bring more buyers to your shops. It's been a hugely turbulent year for our customers, as it's been for all of you, so I want to make sure that we have a think about how we've been showing up for them and what that's going to look like in the future too. So we'll start off today by just giving a little bit of context on who that consumer is that we serve on a day-to-day basis. So let's start with who our customers actually are. So we currently have over 20 million active eBay buyers in the UK. That's approximately one eBay account in every household in the UK, which I'm always relatively staggered by. But that's the reach that you're getting day in, day out. We see shoppers purchase about 17 items every single second, and just under half of those have shopped with us within the last 12 months in the Gen X and millennial age bracket. And half of those have purchased about one item in the last month. Now, we're seeing more Gen Z audience coming to the platform too, following partnerships like Love Island, which we'll come on to talk about later. So, unsurprisingly, and we're going to talk about this in relation to cost of living crisis, value is always so important for our customers, and it's becoming increasingly more so with the relevant cost of living crisis. So as well as cheap prices, many customers come to us to find these unique items that you serve to them, and those hard to find items they can't get elsewhere. And this is increasingly important, especially when it comes into items like the authenticity guarantee products and pre-loved items too. So I think we're going to see some highlights from our customers in a second of what's on their mind. But on top of these numbers, we spent a lot of time this year actually talking to our customers, hearing direct from them about what is on their minds and what is mattering to them at the moment. So there's 4 things I'm going to talk you through, and then we'll dive into them in more detail. Firstly, it's pocket. And unsurprisingly, that relates to how our customers are looking to find money. With the cost of living crisis, shoppers are of course looking for value in every purchase, as well as thinking about ways that they can find to bring a bit of extra income into their household on a day-to-day basis. The second theme is planet, and Murray talked to it a second ago as well. But consumers want to make conscious choices. They want to make greener choices, and they realize that they have a role to play with the decisions that they make every time they buy something on the platform. And so our pre-loved and refurbished inventory is incredibly relevant here for our customers that care about making these greener choices. Thirdly, we have passions, which remains a massive buyer focus for us because we know that our hobbyists and our enthusiast audiences continue to grow. And fourth, and last but not least, it's about diving into our customers' passion for supporting people every time that they shop. We can see that customers and consumers are more focused on understanding where they're buying from and, importantly, who they're buying from every time that they spend their well-earned cash. So this is where our work to support many of you, our SMBs, and to champion you and the community and SMB focus we have really comes into focus. And we're going to go into that in a lot more detail at the end of my section. So, first off, we'll talk a little bit more about Pocket and what we've been doing to make sure that our customers can get great value. So, with the cost of living crisis being so inescapable at the moment, everywhere you look, we won't labour the point that consumers are saving their money, they're buying less and seeking value in every single purchase. But there is opportunity for platforms like eBay within us, as value is something we've always done, and it's something that you always show up with the amazing deals and opportunities for customers to get great stuff. So we've been championing inventory such as our home essentials, alongside summer and back to school gear, to ensure that customers get the products they need and those products are surfaced for them on site at the prices that are right for them. We're also, interestingly and maybe unsurprisingly, seeing an uptick in the number of buyers coming to site to sell items too. And when we look at that against pre-pandemic levels, we're seeing that increase because obviously customers are looking at where they can get that extra cash, whether that's creating side hustles or just these would-be buyers who come to the platform to earn a bit of cash, but also see your products at the same time. So next we go on to Planet. And last year, second-hand re-commerce grew faster than selling and buying new products on eBay's global marketplace. a shift which was definitely driven by the Gen Z audience. And Gen Z has adopted a more economical and environmentally aware attitude than previous generations. When we've surveyed this audience, 80% of those surveyed have said that they bought pre-loved in the last year and have the intention to carry on doing so and even more in the future. But we don't see consumers' desire to be more sustainable and to shop for value as being mutually exclusive, because refurbished and pre-loved inventory offer a cheaper as well as greener way to get the items that you want. And Murray mentioned it may be something that's favourites in the audience or not, but this brings us on to the partnership with ITV's Love Island this year, which saw the Zeitgeist TV show feature a non-fast fashion partner for the very first time. And as I say, if you love it or hate it, Love Island and its influence has definitely been palpable in culture and fashion over the past few years. So when the opportunity came up for a brand partnership, it became evident that actually we had a great opportunity to put eBay at the forefront of the conversation about circular fashion. And a massive aim for us was to make sure that we were driving consideration amongst our buyers who are looking to be more circular and think about eBay as a destination to do that with the amazing inventory that you have. We also knew that it was a chance for customers to get inventory and obtain high-priced items that they might not have been able to get elsewhere. So we wanted to make sure that they could get access to this amazing inventory, and Love Island gave us the opportunity to do that. So across fashion, we're really starting to see a drive for products that are both sustainable and affordable across both high street, clothes, and second-hand luxury goods. Designer retail isn't immune to the price hikes we're seeing elsewhere, and so we're increasingly seeing shoppers search for pre-loved designer gear on eBay, as well as a way of extending the life cycle of product, but then also being able to beat those prices and get the items that they want and deserve. We saw searches for high-end items like watches surge by 31% over the last 2 years, and this year we marketed our authenticity guarantee offering on watches alongside luxury handbags to boost the trust in this space. And this all came on the back of our launch of authenticity guarantee for sneakers last year, which has now been live for almost a year. Meanwhile, we've also been promoting refurbished goods on site, social and in the press. And this inventory in our tech and home categories, and once again shares the appeal of both being cost-effective, but also kinder to the planet, with 8 out of 10 of our best-selling products last Black Friday being refurbished. So you can imagine that this is going to be a major focus for us again as we head into peak this year. So we'll move on from Pocket and Planet onto Passion now, and take a look at the passions, the areas that we've invested a lot in getting to know what different customer audiences want in order for us to promote them in a really relevant way and get your product in front of them. Each of our enthusiast audiences wants to hear about the topics they care about, and they want to see us show up authentically in the places that they go for inspiration and to meet their communities. For Home and Garden, which you can see here with Fern Cotton, this has meant transforming the way that we create content to inspire customers who are looking to decorate their homes, such as a partnership with Fern Cotton and her Happy Spaces. For sneakers, it's about building relevant partnerships with brands like Morley's when we did the takeover of the chicken shop, and continuing to build trust between buyers and sellers as the OG marketplace for sneakerheads. And for those of you who might have seen it, we brought back the iconic Pimp My Ride series this year with MTV, which brought us front of mind, hopefully, in the culture for P&A buyers, while also promoting the breadth of sellers and inventory that's hosted on site, along with green parts. And last but not least, when it comes to collectibles, this really is a beating heart of our audience at eBay, whether they shop for Jubilee ceramics or Pokemon cards. We're building our relationship with them through our Collectors Instagram channel, which you're very welcome to all follow if you aren't doing so yet, and gives you a deeper way to connect with and see how we're engaging with our audience. We're also looking forward to our partnership with Comic-Con in the coming weeks. So if any of you are planning to attend that, look out for us there, where we'll be looking forward to getting to know the collectible card game community even more. So, and this is what I promised you, last but not least, how we talk about people and how we make sure that our audience of eBay customers can get to know the people that they're buying from every day. So one of the lockdown legacies that I'm sure we all can kind of resonate with is a real rejuvenated sense of community, with shoppers looking to support small, local businesses and feel good about purchasing in this way every time that they open their wallet. And at eBay, we know we don't have our own inventory, and so it's always said that we succeed when you succeed. So this year, our small business messaging has been a bigger priority than ever, and we've explored new channels to target buyers and to tell your amazing stories as well. So we're looking to put small eBay businesses front and center of local communities. We paired 72 new sellers with their local EFL clubs to take over advertising spots in their grounds as part of our Small Business United campaign that you might see if we've got any football fans in the room. You might have also seen our small business campaign, There's a Small Business for That, on TV, which tried to showcase that you can find any and all inventory you might need from SMBs and to drive consideration whether you're looking to buy something from store cupboard essentials all the way to homeware or gifts. And on-site, our homepage heroes have been driving traffic to sellers' stores while promoting eBay as a destination for more purchase-led shopping. On social and in press, we've been highlighting your stories and inventory and sharing beautiful homewares to inspiring kitchen table startups that have turned small businesses into 100-strong teams. Our PR team is also here today in the room, so make sure you introduce yourself to them, and you might be one of those next businesses that we can make sure that we showcase and get in front of our customers and share your incredible stories that inspire so many of them. And finally, featured here, Stephen Bartlett. For our first venture into TikTok, which again is a channel that some of you may use, we partnered with the incredible small business supporter and entrepreneur, Stephen Bartlett, with 2 winning sellers having the opportunity to work with Stephen Bartlett, having him as their intern for a day, which I definitely think would have been rather intimidating, but I know that they got the most out of it. And they had an incredible opportunity to get great advice and also share their stories and get promotion from their businesses on the platforms as well. So finally, a key part of our people strategy is to make sure that we keep showing up and supporting you in the best way that we can. Murray talked about it a bit a second ago, but our Small Business Roadshow, events like this, are our opportunity to make sure that we have the chance to connect with you, to find out what matters to you, to find out how we can show up better in front of your buyers, and to make sure that we can tell your amazing stories to our customers day in, day out. So thank you for being here and giving us the opportunity to spend time with you. So, to wrap up, before I introduce you to Sarah Bryant, who's going to talk to you about some of the support programs that we have to offer to small businesses, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how we're putting our might behind these priorities and what comes next. Thinking about these 4 pillars of customer priority, it ultimately serves to bring back and retain our buyers and therefore bring more and more customers to our eBay shops. Achieving this also means that we need to stay culturally relevant. We want to be the kind of brand that customers are talking about at the dinner table, at school gates, around football pitches and in the pub. And that means it's really important for us to be thinking about how eBay weaves into culture, and you can expect to see more of that with following on from partnerships like Love Island and Pimp My Ride. So what can you expect to see from us going forward? Well, I touched on peak, but obviously I'm sure it's something that's on all of our minds. So as we head into peak, we're looking to bring eBay even more front of mind as a better way to shop for people, planet, and pocket. This week, we're launching a new way of talking about eBay, the eBay way, which will set us up for success to champion the topics of pocket, planet, people, and really cement eBay as the home of small businesses. So hopefully, look out for those. You might spot some sides of buses on TVs telling that story of small businesses and eBay being that better way to shop for people, planet, and pocket. Our objective for Peak is about bringing new and those existing customers back to the platform, back to eBay to shop with you and to make sure that they see the incredible inventory you have. So we'll be championing small businesses and showcasing the amazing inventory that you've got and making sure it's all there for them. So a huge thank you for your partnership. A huge thank you for taking time out of your businesses to be here with us today. I hope you find it rewarding. I hope there's lots that you learn and there's lots of feedback that you can give to us as well to make sure that we can keep doing a better job for all of you. Huge best of luck for Peak. I know it's going to be a challenging period for many of our customers, but I do believe that with the right inventory and the right way of showing up, we can also make sure this is a successful time for all of you. So I have the pleasure now in handing over to Sarah Bryant, who's our Small Business Director. She's going to be talking to you about some of the programs that we have to help small businesses continue to grow. So thank you, everyone, and have a fantastic day.